And hello and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review from Tuesday night's episode of Black Lightning Season 1, Episode 8, Revelations. Now, in this one, we all know, if you saw the ending of last week's episode, spoiler if you haven't seen the episode, so bear with me. Lala returned. Out of nowhere, he came back to life. And, now we're dealing with some pretty weird, more questions than answers in this episode. So in this episode, obviously, Black Lightning has been accused of murdering Eva. Basically she was like a public figure. Everybody loved her, but they didn't know about her true backstory. So everybody treated her like she was one of the people of the neighborhood. And, when she got tased and murdered, everybody thought it was Black Lightning's electricity was the one who was responsible. So now he's basically wanted by the police for questioning, or probably just to go to jail. So Jefferson decides, he needs to go and figure out what the heck happened. So he goes to investigate her body, figuring out that, it wasn't really his lighting that did it. It was done by a weapon of some sorts. Then they go and figure out where that weapon came from and who pulled it. While that's all going down, you have Gambini finally confessing to Jefferson about his dark past, that he's been connected to Tobias, Eva, about all the experiments that the group that he was part of was doing, making metas, and how he got his father involved, and how Jefferson's father was caught in the crossfire, and then of course he died. While that's all happens, and you have his younger daughter Jennifer finally discovering her powers for the first time, being freaked out about it, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, but it was a good episode, I mean, we didn't see too much of Lala doing his thing, but obviously he'll make his presence known. Obviously he wants to keep a low profile that he's back, because I don't think a lot of people know that he's actually back, except for maybe his crew. So obviously that, and then of course you have Tobias still trying to figure out what should he do, because now that Eva's gone, he could be next for all he knows. And of course he has to deal with the Black Lightning problem. And then of course you have Jefferson trying to teach his daughter basically how to become a superhero. And now he's not even interested in Gambini anymore. So yeah, let's see what happens now. And now he's going to have to worry about Jennifer having powers and seeing how that turns out for next week's episode. So hopefully we'll get some more answers about that. But yeah, I thought this episode was cool. I really like the whole thing where Gambini's confessing everything, and he had a lot on his chest. He had a lot to confess. Because remember, when we first meet him, we don't know anything about him. We didn't know, if he's good guy, bad guy, we didn't ever know. Maybe he was just helping Black Lightning be somebody and then turn on his back, later on in the season. We didn't know. And we find out all the secrets that he's been having, and now we understand. He was working for some organization. They were doing experiments on metas, and, he felt guilty about it. He backed away, but, sometimes your past can come back and bite you. So, now he finally confesses himself to Jefferson. And hopefully they can patch that up, Kind of reminded me of last night's episode of Gotham, which I will get to in in another minute or two. Once I do my review for that. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of that a little bit. But yeah, it was still a good episode. I still enjoyed it. And I'm really digging this show a lot. I think this is a good show. The characters are all great. I love every single one of them. My favorite character out of all of them so far is Jefferson. I think he has the more layers to his character than everybody else. Not that everybody else doesn't have good layers, but he's grown on me more since he's the main guy, and I'm very more interested in seeing how his character develops moving forward. So anyway, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it, and stay tuned for more. And thank you very much, and have a good day.